Nigeria's coastline stretches far beyond what we can see on the map, and somewhere along that hidden edge are communities many Nigerians have never heard of, some almost forgotten. Today, I'm heading to one of them, Olokola. It's a coastal community in Ogun State that is quietly sitting on the edge of a big future. Most people just recently started hearing that name, but that's about to change. The Dangote Group is planning to build a deep seaport right at Olokola. Billion-dollar plans. This could be a game changer, bringing development and opportunities. But before the transformation begins, what does Olokola really look like? Who lives there? What's the journey to Olokola like? I wanted to find out for myself, and that's what this trip is all about. Hi people, welcome to my channel. My name is Ode-Omi. Today I am at Folu and I'll be taking you guys to Olokola. Recently you heard that Dangote is planning to set up a seaport at Olokola, so I'm heading there. I don't know how it's going to be taking me because this is going to be my first time of going to that location. So guys, I'll be taking you guys along with me to see how far the place is from Folu and to see how the village, or if it's a town, how it's presently looking like. So guys, follow me right here. I'm at Folu, so we'll be heading from Folu to Olokola on a bike. We kicked off our journey at the bike park in Folu, Ibejuleki. From here, you can get a bike heading to Ode-Omi and other coastal communities, stretching all the way to Ode-Omi in Ondo State. This isn't your typical road trip from Lagos all the way to Olokola on a motorbike. And mind you, no helmets are provided. You ride through potholes, sand tracks, rough roads, construction zones, and pure wilderness. Not because I'm crazy, but because this journey deserves to be seen for what it truly is: raw, real, and rough. This is not just a ride, it's an adventure into the unknown. Welcome to the road to Olokola. The first place we reached after Folu was Ise. And right here, construction work on the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway is ongoing. There's actually a shorter route to Olokola through the shoreline, but I wanted to check the progress on the coastal highway at this axis. That's why we took this inland path. The Lagos-Calabar coastal highway extends to the border communities between Lagos and Ogun State from this section. I already dropped a comprehensive video about the progress of work happening here and what's happening between Ogun-Ondo section also. Click the link above to watch the video. From Ise, the road continues to Igbogun, then to Ode-Omi, which is the border town between Lagos and Ogun State. But as you can see, the bike is already struggling with loose sand on the road from the sand filling of the coastal highway. After leaving the road, we transitioned into a narrow bushy path. That's when the real test began. Deep waterlogged terrain from days of rainfall. It's been raining for a few days, so this is expected. Unlike the last trip I did to Ode-Omi in Ondo State, which was during the dry season. We continue to the bushy, lonely, rough swamping terrain, and it was a bumpy ride till we got to this location, where we hit our first major obstacle, a swamping stretch. The bike guy had to wade in and test the depth before we could cross. I had to pull off my shoes. Our journey just begun, but it already felt like survival mode. At this point, the road is wild. You are praying the bike survives, and so do your kidneys. We pushed through flooded section, bush paths, more swampy spots, and somehow we kept moving. We continue with the journey, basically swimming inside the water, and we pulled through and another spot with water. Right here, the bike man was really struggling with the bike because of the terrain, but most of these guys are used to riding their bikes in this terrain. What struck me most wasn't just the bad terrain, it was how completely isolated everything felt. You are riding on these bushy paths without seeing another soul. And right there, swimming through the flooded section of the road again. So basically, this is how the journey will be all through. In some places, the road was dry. In other places, the bike was swimming through the flood inside the bush. And that was how the journey was till we got to the beachfront, which now lead us directly to Olokola. As you can see, we are riding along the shoreline, and I was told this is where we will pass through heading back to Lagos. Finally, after about 50 minutes on the road, we made it to Olokola. It's peaceful, untouched, almost forgotten, yet this is the same place set to host a $1 billion seaport. The people here live simple lives, mostly fishing and small trading. There are no visible signs of infrastructure, no roads, no electricity, no hospital in sight. I wasn't even sure if there is a school here, but I'll be asking the locals directly. Their answers confirmed what I suspected. Life here is slow and difficult, but they've heard rumors of development and they are hopeful yet skeptical. So for those who are always asking, does Ogun State has a beachfront? You can see right beside me here, this is a beach and this is Olokola, and we have a beach just beside me here. And from the recent news, Dangote is also looking to invest here. Dangote is looking at building a seaport around this location. This beach actually also leads to Ode-Omi, so bikes do ply here as well. I'm sure if you're heading back to Lagos, this is actually where we'll be passing through. We will not be taking the other side of the road. Gẹ́gẹ́ tá a ṣe gbọ́ ibi tó fẹ́ gbé pọ́ọ̀tù lọ Olokola ni ìyẹn àkọ́kọ́. Number 2, Ogun wọ́n máa ní wọn ní etí òkun. Kódà ti sin ẹlòmíì ò tí gbà pé Ogun létí òkun.
Kọ́ńpì ń bọ̀ sí Ọlọ́run kó bá wa ṣe, Ọlọ́run kó bá wa láyé. Orí ìyà tó ń jẹ wá díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí ẹ̀yin náà ti rí díẹ̀ náà.
Tí màá dé bíbá yín sí mi ò ní mọ̀, irú tèmi ò bá dé bíbá yín sí mi ò mọ̀, tèmi ò ṣe mọ̀ yé ẹ̀yin imagine irú èmi tèmi ò mọ̀ ẹ wá àwọn ọmọ yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn tí ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó kàn ń gbọ́ Olokola Dangote lọ síbẹ̀ nígbà kan dẹ̀ a gbọ́ wípé inú ìlú yìí gan ni wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ kọ́ refinery sí. Dìsín àwọn tó ń ṣe aráàlú yẹn bọ̀ tó jẹ́ ọmọ Ògùn àtọ́ wọ́n sì ń bá ìjọba yẹn ní owó tó béèrè ti pọ̀jù ní kíní kan ti pọ̀jù ní ìjọba ní ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tó sì lọ sí fún wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kíní kan báyìí so irú eléyìí ń sìn àwọn èèyàn náà ti wá ń gbọ́n wọn lè fẹ́ jẹ́ kó bọ́ mọ́ àwọn lọ́wọ́ torí wọ́n ti mọ ipa tó máa kó fún ìlú yẹn gangan.
ẹnu ọjà rí ìyàtọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọlọ́mọdé ajé.
àmí
lásìkò sọ́nà ẹ̀rí làágùn lẹ́bàdé.
ẹ wò akóbàtà dání dé lu yìí.
ara ìyà tó ń jẹ wá náà ni.
akóbàtà dání lú rẹ̀.
sílùú tí ìfànlá ìgbàdé ìlú ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gbádùn. àbí orí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní bẹ̀jùlẹ̀ kí ní ìsìn sáàdì dáṣọ̀ náà àmọ́ ìgbádùn kan tó wà nù. so ọlọ́run bá ilé ìdùnnú àìkú ṣètò àná bẹ̀. ìlà tó kú làwọn abẹ́ ni ẹni wọ́n ti gbólé kú làwọn abẹ́ á rí anything kò sí develop kò jẹ́ síwájú.
Lakọ́ mi ti dúró jù.
Àbí.
Àbíká lóde ìrìnàmọ̀dé ìgboro ẹni ló ti wá lóde.
Àwọn ti sọ wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún mi àwọn lọ́sẹ̀ wọn ṣàlàyé fún mi wọ́n fi máa ń fi kíní máàsì yẹn júwèé pé láti bẹ̀ débi báyìí torí mi tí wọ́n ń béèrè pé ṣé Ìlàjẹ níbí nígbà tí mo ń Ìjẹ̀bú ni
máàsì Olókùnlá ni
máàsì Olókùnlá ni
Olókùnlá ni
àwọn lọ́sẹ̀ yẹn ṣàlàyé fún mi.
Olókùnlá ìbílẹ̀ ló pọ̀
Ọlọ́run àtúntò wá ṣe.
àmì sà.
ọkọ ti wá gbogbo àdúgbò yìí ọkọ kámẹ́rà sáńbọ́ọ̀dù rẹ̀ wọ́n lẹ̀ àwọn kan lẹ́lọ sponsor wa o wọ́n dẹ̀ gbórí biribi lọ́wọ́ wọn o after all wọ́n dẹ̀ rí aditalẹ̀ o adigbada o aṣèkodo wọ́n ti ń gbọ́ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì o yóò kẹsàn kọ́ o gbogbo ẹ o which means àwa tó wà ní lọ́ba ń jà pé àwa ló ṣe a dẹ̀ fẹ́ kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lórí méjọ ìbẹ́yẹ kan wọlú yìí méjọ ti wà ní ọ̀pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ soye olówó wà ń bẹ human rights wà ń bẹ àmọye ọmọ wa tó wà ìpínlẹ̀ pọ̀ wọn ò dẹ̀ tí wọ́n èrí ti wá rò ìgbà tí wọ́n ti ní táìmù àti wá síbí.
wọ́n máa fi ẹ̀tọ́ wá dùn wá àkọ́kọ́ wọ́n bá wa ṣọ̀nà nílùú yìí tíṣẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wá sílùú àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n gba àwọn sí iṣẹ́ láti bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n máa ní sọ fún ọ̀rọ̀ àbútọ́ à ń bẹ̀ wọ́n làjú wọ́n sì gbọ́dá wọ́n sì kàn máa kàn fọ́ wọ́n máa kàn fọ́ ra sẹ́yìn àtẹ̀fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ṣé ibi ìbàyìí náà ara Olókùnlá ni. original Olókùnlá
tó yẹ ẹsìn Olókùnlá gangan díjìn gangan ni. díjìn Olókùnlá ni tó yẹ ẹsìn so ìgbà tí ẹ bọ wá yẹn òun náà làwọn náà fara mọ́ ẹ̀tọ́ wa kó má fi dùn wá.
ẹ̀mẹ̀pọ̀ ń ṣọ̀nà kan bọ̀ mo mọ̀ bí ó gba ìlú yín kọjá o coastal road mi ò mọ̀ so mo gbọ́dọ̀ béèrè ní coastal road bí ó gba ìlú yín kọjá ẹ̀yìn oko ló gbà so tó bá tẹ̀ máa ṣọ̀nà gan á jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ṣọ̀nà tó máa jáde síbẹ̀.
ṣòbòtò jẹ́ nìyẹn nígbà kan bí ibùdó tá a bá lọ sí Ode Omi ẹsẹ̀ la fi ń rìn.
àní okó bàtà dání ni okó bàtà dání ni.
ìkọ́níjọba fi mọ̀ wá ń bí ọjọ́ tó bá fẹ́ dìbò tó bá lẹ́yìn dìbò wọn bá ti lọ ó ti parí.
ìyá pọ̀ sẹ́ni ẹ̀wọ̀n ìyá yẹn tọ́ba jẹ́
okun nǹkan lákàn ń dẹ.
sísìn tẹ́ wà yìí ni pé.
torí láti bíbá ìsódè gan kò ń ṣẹ̀yìn kékeré.
bàbá rí ọmọ ọdún ní skul sí ìfọ́nù skul ọmọ àwọn aṣèkáyé kiri skul wà normal àní skul so.
ṣé ẹ tiẹ̀ ní skul tó bá máa wà gan bí yóò dé ló wá.
òde náà ló wá ẹsẹ̀ láfíìn lọ rí bọ̀ ẹsẹ̀ láfíìn lọ láàárọ̀ ẹsẹ̀ láfíìn bọ̀ lálẹ́.
òde tá gbọ́ kádà gan sí i mo máa ń yín táyìn.
ẹsẹ̀ láfíìn lọ láàárọ̀ ẹsẹ̀ láfíìn bọ̀ lálẹ́. báwa ṣe skul dáadáa kí skul wà standard dáadáa fún wa láti kọ́ ọmọ wa lè ní enlight education sọ̀rọ̀ mi yé ń sìn ẹ̀ bá wa ṣe yẹn náà mọ̀.
torí ọ̀la kí a má jẹ àwọn wa wọ́n má bàa ṣépè fún wa.
so ẹ béèrè kan sì pé bóyá Lagos ni àbí Ògùn ni àbí Lagos State Ògùn ló ń kàn tó wá bí wáyé o for centuries.
mo bí tẹ́yẹ sọ́lẹ̀ kan pé òdìlẹ̀ ti wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òdì ọ̀hún gangan ta ló ń kọ̀ntró òdì.
Ogun State ló ń kọ̀ntró rẹ̀.
ẹ̀mẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń béèrè yìí ń sìn ó ń fa àwọn nǹkan sì ń sọ pé Èkó àbí mo ṣe béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín Èkó ló ní Ògùn ló ní ẹ̀yin lẹ́sọ́ mi pé wọ́n ní àwọn kánsẹ́lọ̀ àwọn ní àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà l'Ogun State.
mo ṣe wà náà nìyẹn a ní assembly wa.
ẹ̀wọ̀n náà ni wọ́n ní assembly yín Ogun State ni bọ̀tẹ́ bá wọnú òde ń sìn ẹ ti máa rí ipa Lagos State síbẹ̀ àwọn ilé tó ń council àbí kí mo fi wọ̀nyí ọ̀dà Lagos State mò ń rí.
owó abẹ gẹ́gẹ́ fún àkófà nìyẹn.
ọ̀nà ṣe ń jáde láìpẹ́ yìí.
aṣọ ń jáde sí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
léyà yìí náà.
so tí mo bí tó máa fọ́ọ̀lù sí.
tí mo bí tó máa àwọn méjì sí bara wọn.
bóyá Lagos máa fọ́ọ̀lù sí Lagos bóyá Ogun State máa fọ́ọ̀lù sí àti lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ dín sí ìṣá. àti lè mọ̀.
from century
centuries
Ogun State ló ń control.
gbogbo àwọn tó jáde school gbé lábẹ́ Ogun State ṣe certificate fún wa.
mo lọ́la
sí
èyí ní èyí tí a ń sọ èyí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí kódà ilẹ̀ tó máa mọ́lẹ̀ nìkan àmọ́ tàbá dìde kúrò níbà ìgan àìsí lè sọ.
so gbogbo exam tó wọn mọ̀ ṣíṣe ní tí wọ́n sì parí time sí Ogun State ṣì kókó ṣe wà fún wa from primary to secondary school. so Lagos lè bá wa lẹ́yìn ọ̀la o pé òun ló nílẹ̀ ń wò pé Ogun State jí lè ní òun ò lè sọ ń pa ẹ̀ o.
ẹ̀yin ò kàn
ní òde kan wá o.
ẹ̀yin ò kàn ẹ̀yin ìjọba síjọba nìyẹn.
Ondo lè wá sí wípé òun ló nílẹ̀ ń wò pé ilẹ̀ Ondo sì ni o gbẹdẹ ogun jí ni o àbí kò jí ni o. ìjọba lọ́dẹ̀kùn wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn ara wọn.
ó dẹ̀ lè di lọ́la náà bí tọ́yìn sọ́ọ̀sì pọ́n fẹ́ create state mi kọ́ jẹ́ pé state mi àwọn together lè máa bá lọ.
gbogbo ìjẹ́ náà nìyẹn.
kọ́ ṣe kó dáa. After talking to the locals and soaking in the reality of Olokola, it was time to head back to Lagos. But this time, we took a different route through the shoreline. This route is shorter and easier, just 15 to 20 minutes back to Folu, but is not always accessible. When the tides are high, bikes don't pass here. Luckily for us, the waves had come down. From the beach, we connected back to the under construction Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, then back to Folu. Sometimes we hear about big projects on the news, but we never visit the places that will be affected. This was my way of seeing it for myself and maybe, just maybe, starting the conversation. While standing at the shoreline, listening to the waves and imagining this quiet coastline will soon become one of Nigeria's biggest seaports. As the change is coming, the big question is, will it be inclusive? Will the people of Olokola benefit from it or be displaced by it? That's something to ponder on. If you enjoyed this trip, drop a comment below. Should I do more of these journeys to places off the map? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. This is Bolaon signing out for now.